All right, guys, so anytime I see one of these videos that go viral of college students confronting major political figures, it either makes me very, very, very sad and not hopeful for the direction of our country, or it makes me very, very, very happy and hopeful, right, that our country is headed in the right direction. And it seems like the students at the University of Chicago, they give me hope in the future of this country, as it seems like anytime a major political figure shows up to their university, they press them, right, with some tough questions. Specifically, liberal political figures that show up, they get pressed, right? It ain't no softballs, okay? And I don't know if you guys remember, there was a video of Brian Seltzer getting embarrassed by a college student, right? He called out the media and CNN on their lies to his face. And this time, the Democratic Party propaganda artist that is being called out and confronted to their face about the lies that they've told is Miss Jen Psaki, the former White House press secretary, who's recently been replaced by the first gay black immigrant woman affirmative action hire, Miss Karine Jean-Pierre. So Jen Psaki apparently is taking a little bit of a vacation, but still, trying to stay politically active before she goes to join MSNBC to host a show that nobody will watch. And this college student confronted her at this talk at the University of Chicago, in which he asked her to her face, why is it that she condoned the intimidation of Supreme Court justices at their homes? And I want you guys to listen to Jen Psaki's response, because her reputation as a liar should surprise nobody in regards to what she said in response to this question. Take a look.
A week ago, after the Roe v. Wade protests were happening in front of the Supreme Court justices' houses, you said, and I quote, we certainly can continue to encourage that people protest outside of judges' homes.
I never said that. I never said that.
I never said that.
So I know that there's an outrage right now, I guess, about protests that have been peaceful to date, and we certainly continue to encourage that outside of judges' homes, and that's the president's position.
I'm quoting from...
I said peacefully.
Yeah, sure, peacefully.
That's a key word in there, isn't it?
Peacefully, regardless, they're protesting because they're trying to impact the results. It's a federal crime to protest outside of justices' homes to impact the results. So my question is, do you regret encouraging people to protest outside of justices' homes? Even if it is peaceful, it still is a federal crime.
Well, first, thank you for your question and bringing it forward. Let me first say, because I think facts matter and facts are important, I never encouraged anyone to protest. I encouraged them to engage peacefully.
Matter and facts are important. I never encouraged anyone to protest.
So I know that there's an outrage right now, I guess, about protests that have been peaceful to date, and we certainly continue to encourage that outside of judges' homes, and that's the president's position.
And to do it without violence, without threats, and without intimidation. And that's something I said many, many times, and I think is vitally important. It is also true that peacefully protesting in places where it is legal, and it is legal in many places in the country, including outside of some places in the country, for sure, is something that is allowed. And I'm not going to tell people, I don't think it's the role of the government to tell people where they can or cannot peacefully protest. If they're breaking the law, of course they shouldn't do that. And I also said that too. Okay. Thank you for your question.
Wow, incredible, right? That was some incredible word salad, full of lies, okay? I mean, guys, can you believe this woman used to be the spokesperson for the Biden administration? Do you guys just see the way she just told that bald-faced lie, right? Just flat out lied, okay? And then at the end of her answer, goes on to say, well, people can peacefully protest outside of anywhere in this country that's legal. Completely overlooking the fact that it is illegal to protest outside of Supreme Court justices' homes. She knows that, right? She knows that. But because, again, she's endorsed the extremism in the Democrat Party, she doesn't want to acknowledge that, okay? She tries to say it's not the role of the government when it is literally the role of the government to tell people where they can and can't protest. It is in our laws for a reason, okay? Because these people are trying to intimidate the Supreme Court. But to be fair to Jen Psaki, let's play her whole answer in context here in regards to whether or not she actually told them to protest outside of the Supreme Court justices' homes. Because in that prior clip, she claimed that she didn't do that. Take a look.
These activists posted a map with the home addresses of the Supreme Court justices. Is that the kind of thing this president wants to help your side make their point?
Look, I think the president's view is that there's a lot of passion, a lot of fear, a lot of sadness from many, many people across this country about what they saw in that leaked document. We obviously want people's privacy to be respected. We want people to protest peacefully if they want to protest. That is certainly what the president's view would be.
So he doesn't care if they're protesting outside the Supreme Court or outside someone's private residence?
I don't have an official U.S. government position on where people protest. We want it, of course, to be peaceful.
You guys spent some time yesterday talking about what you think are the extreme wings of the Republican Party. Do you think the progressive activists that are now planning protests outside some of the justices' houses are extreme?
Peaceful protest? No. Peaceful protest is not extreme.
Some of these justices have young kids. Their neighbors are not all public figures. So would the president think about waving off activists that want to go into residential neighborhoods in Virginia and Maryland?
Peter, look, I think our view here is that peaceful protest, there's a long history in the United States and the country of that. And we certainly encourage people to keep it peaceful and not resort to any level of violence.
I do want to ask as well, I mean, the Department of Justice was very swift in responding to school board members who felt like they were being harassed and intimidated a couple months back. Does the president feel that the demonstrations outside of, say, Justice Alito's home are those attempts to interfere or intimidate?
Well, I think I said yesterday, but I'm happy to repeat because I think it's important for everybody to hear, that the president's long-standing view has been that violence, threats, and intimidation of any kind have no place in political discourse. And we believe, of course, in peaceful protests. So I know that there's an outrage right now, I guess, about protests that have been peaceful to date, and we certainly continue to encourage that outside of judges' homes, and that's the president's position.
Yeah, so, I mean, guys, she unequivocally said not only do they support protests, okay, let's go peaceful in front of that, just to make Jen Psaki feel good about the fact that she is endorsing intimidating Supreme Court justices and telling them to break the law, but she also says, hey, we encourage them to do that outside of Supreme Court justices' homes. She said that verbatim. But Jen Psaki thinks that just because she said the word peacefully in there, that it makes it okay when it doesn't, right? Because they are peacefully protesting with the intent of trying to intimidate the Supreme Court into changing a judicial decision, which is illegal. It's just flat illegal. But she won't come out here and be principled on this issue and just condemn it, even though she knows that it's illegal. Instead, she just lies about it. But the mainstream liberal media praises Jen Psaki as some type of truth teller, right? As press secretary, she's the best ever. And Kayleigh McEnany was this huge liar. When every time you look, almost everything that comes out of Jen Psaki's mouth is a lie. She's not even a good liar at that, right? The new press secretary is even worse than her, but I'm just saying, she was pretty bad, okay? And this is her continuing her lying, even though she's not even working as the White House press secretary anymore. What do you guys think she's going to do when she goes on her TV show, MSNBC? You think all of a sudden she's going to start telling the truth? You think she's going to give objective analysis on the news? You think she's going to call it straight? You think she's going to be unbiased? Hell no. She's going to be a mouthpiece for the Democrat Party sitting on a national news cable network, right? That's what she's going to be doing. And guys, this is the problem with some of these news networks hiring these former Biden administration officials, right? And let me be real. Former administration officials for any president, right? When you hire these people, they essentially are now state-sponsored media propaganda artists. That's what they are. That's what they are. She's going to go on her show that nobody will watch, so I guess it's not as bad. I guess it's not going to do that much damage to the country. But she's going to go on her show and lie the same way she just lied there, right? Because, again, she's not even White House press secretary anymore, and she's continuing to lie. So you think she's going to stop lying when she goes on TV? No. She's going to continue to lie, right? Again, she is lying on behalf of the Biden administration. She's lying on behalf of the state on a private network, right? again, this is what's actually dangerous to our democracy, right? That's what's actually dangerous to our democracy. You know, for as much as people want to talk about saving our democracy and our democracy being under attack, how comfortable the media and the politicians have become, right, together, is actually really a threat to this democracy. It actually is really something that we should be concerned about, because she should not have a TV show. Not the way she lies, not the way she spews outright biased propaganda in favor of the Biden administration. She should not have a TV show. I'm sorry. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.